Hello, good people. We're back, Eros Pragma.
Yes.
Thanks for joining. Hop on. Another segment of marriage and issues. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's not all bad though.
No, it's not. That's the idea, is to make it the bliss, the pure joy as it's meant to be.
Yes.
You know?
So we've got to keep putting food in there. And diamonds and pearls
Yes.
and, you know, to enrich it, because it comes with its challenges, but I think most of all it comes with it's good times.
I think so.
For us. Right, so come through people. Come through. We're waiting for you. Right, we got 2 people there already. Welcome. Unfortunately, I can't see who you are.
I'll try and check on that.
We're going to try and check that in.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, I still can't see. But anyway, right, so without any more delay or without wasting any more precious time, we'd like to welcome you back to our little chat show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's picking up pace, it's picking up momentum.
Page is Eros Pragma.
Yes.
And my co-host, the loving, the charming, the intellectual, the stunning Kev Dino as my co-host, and myself,
The beautiful Geno.
the jubilant.
You look like a Genos today.
Thank you.
You know, like a French, that's a French word, so that's Genos, you know.
Thank
like
you.
a proper
Thank you. I
Genos.
do appreciate that.
French
Thank you.
lady.
Thank you. You have a way with words. You're a charmer. Anyway, thank you so much. So yes, it's Kevdino and Janos coming right back at you. So my niggas, jump in and let's go. Right, tonight we are talking about the moolah.
Money
Money.
in relationships. I was reading a article that said
Sorry, as you are the money person.
the money person.
Right?
I mean, I'm always
I'm the
reading money
health
articles.
person, right?
I'm always reading money
So
articles.
I'll let you, know.
Yeah, I was reading a money
it
article
off.
and it said, I think, like two-thirds of divorces report that, main issue is finances
Oh,
or debt.
okay.
So to say. So it's a serious issue. I mean, money is the center of everything. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
you need it
you
for
want to start
survival.
a home, you want to get married, and it's important, I guess, to iron out those issues before you tie the knot.
Yeah.
Not always possible. Some of us have tied the knot already, and you've got to learn as you go on. But I think if you go back to the whole issue of relationships and marriage, of being one, we talk about why it's important to be one, and that one is as a couple, the two become one.
Definitely, yeah.
There's a reason for that, because if you try and be 2 separate people in a relationship, you'll never really enjoy or fulfill that full blessing of what it can be.
Or reach your pinnacle.
Yeah,
If you'd like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Together.
then what's the difference between anything else out there? There's a contract between yourself and your employer, or friends, or a club, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But what sets marriage apart is that oneness. That this relationship, this contract, we're both the same. We're one. We're becoming one. We're not just separate people.
Yeah.
And that oneness, needs to go through everything.
Yeah.
So finances. The first key thing for me is you can't be in a position where my money is your money, your money is your money, my money is my money.
No, but the way it goes, your money is our money, my money is my money.
Because the thing is,
I'm joking.
when you start on that tip, there's already a question of transparency and honesty. Why would you not want your spouse to know?
Yes.
Why would you want to be in a position where you say, okay, I'm going to pay half the bills, you pay half the bills.
Yeah.
What I do with my money is my business.
Exactly.
The rest. And then also the issue will come when it's time to plan or to build.
Yeah.
you know, you need to have your finances together to then plan for the future, or to save, or to invest in something.
Definitely,
You know,
definitely, and
you know,
I mean, bringing it from a woman's perspective. Hi, Chanel. Give you a quick wave there, my love. Yeah. So from a woman's perspective, right? This happened. You know, it's past, it's history, or whatever else it is, right? Early on, you know, you grow with age. It's a good thing. You get wisdom. Well, we should be getting a bit more wiser, you know, as the year goes on and on. But like for me, as a woman, because you are a money person, you always had that. We have to put something away for a rainy day, or we need to watch our spending. We need to watch, you know, how that works. And in the initial stages of that, it was difficult because we were kind of, you were in the right direction, and I was kind of going the other way.
Right.
You know, if you
Yes.
you know, so I'd go shopping and I'd just spend money on unnecessary stuff, really silly, you know. And for a long time, I think a few years, that until that, you know, I then now learned, and the thing that made me learn was bad times, hard times, or whatever else it is.
And then you realize,
yeah, and then I you know, this guy had said this.
What he was
Perhaps
saying.
if I had listened then, yes, I know your savings can't last forever when you're going through a rough patch, but it can at least, you know, lighten the load.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I learned from that way. I then learned to say that, you know what, yes, we have to be transparent, and we have to, but also as I have to cut my spending back. I've got to buy what is needed. I've got to, you know, you've got to be, I mean, even in the Bible it tells you that you are the helper. And even there's I can't remember where you find it, but the woman, you need to be someone that's putting money away, so that,
yes, this is the thing,
you know, in the event that
is
something goes wrong, and then I can say, oh, you know what, love, I know whatever else is, but look, I've got 500 pounds, I've got 1,000 pounds, or whatever else. At least it can buy food, it can do something. And I think if you carry that saving kind of thing, it's not only about saving money, but even about throwing out food. I find it wasteful. I feel so bad.
And I think that's where the feminine side of things come in. There's a movie, can't remember the name, and they were a wealthy couple.
Yeah.
It was a Black American movie.
Yeah.
I find out, and they were really wealthy. And the husband made some bad business deals, and things didn't pear-shaped, and they were about to lose the house.
Yes.
You know, and the wife surprised him because she said, "Don't worry, I've been keeping something secret."
Was it not Greenleaf?
No.
Oh.
This is a movie.
Okay.
And she actually turned out that she had been saving on the side
Yeah.
a lot of money
Yeah.
for this rainy day. You know, and it bailed him out.
Yeah.
So I think what you're saying there is true. As a woman, women have that inclination.
We have that power. We have that power. And I think it's not always easy though, because the thing is, it depends on your relationship as well. The relationship that you have with your partner.
Yes.
You know, I mean, those years you were not, you didn't want to hear it. You know, it caused a lot of, you know.
Yeah.
There was a lot of friction because you were what you were doing was right.
Yes.
No denying.
Yes.
No
Yes.
denying that. But then I was younger, and you know, I was also at uni as well, and you want to, you know, you want to be doing things, you want to be fitting in, and this, that, and the other.
Yes. Now
But-
fitting in. That one day is where women have a problem.
Yeah.
Because keeping up with the Joneses. With
No.
the Patricks, with the Patels.
But no, you know I'm not like that.
I never said you were.
I'm kosher with.
Yes, I know that.
With-
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
women, have an issue of competition
Yeah.
as well. And I'm going to go into men's issue as well. Women have an issue with that one.
Right.
You know, it's got to be, you know, we got to keep up with this, we got to keep up with that, and
No, not
X, Y, and Z.
necessarily. I mean,
and-
I'm going out there. I want you to look good. I can't go out there looking like this, and then you come now in baggy jeans.
No, this is
you're
the
wearing
thing.
trainers that are 10 years old. You're
fair
just
enough.
looking rough. No, you're my nigga. We need to be on par.
you know.
So that requires a lot of skill and time
And
to
money.
go into a shop and,
money.
say,
Yeah.
oh, that would look nice on you. Okay, right. Maybe he's got an old pair of cargos that would go really nice with that. Do you know what I mean? We have that as well. We've got that.
Yes.
what do you call it?
I think a lot of the time.
Eye for detail.
Yeah, and that's the thing in the home. This is the mistake men make. It's or why do we need this, or why do we need that? You know, and the woman knows why you need stuff, and the man, to a man, he doesn't see why it's necessary to have 4 sofas. Why can't we just have 1? Why do we have to have 12 plates? Why can't we just have 4 for our family?
There's only 5 of us in the house.
But the woman knows, and then two visitors turn up.
Exactly.
And you've got people sitting on the floor. You got other people waiting in the queue
for you to finish with your plate.
For your plate, wash yours. You know what I mean? So listen here, men, the woman.
Wash your plate, there
you go. Men have that thing of, we don't need this. What do we need it for? But a woman, as you said, she knows,
I think also people's backgrounds, like the man's background. So for instance, I believe in new money and old money, right? Okay? So people that have always known money in their life, and they've always known, good clothing, they've always known, that wealth.
Yeah.
It's not something new that they're going to go out and they're going to go crazy about it. But then let's say you've got a man that didn't come from the wealth that you came from.
And now this money comes.
And then now this money comes, and it's new money or whatever. And also you don't know whether that person has had a very tough upbringing, deprivation.
And
I think deprivation is the word for it. You've had a
because now when you now have,
now you hold that money, it's like, no, we are not doing that regardless. The only thing you will let the money out for is your side house, your side chick, you give her money, and for food. Finish. But your wife's shoes are torn.
The kids, you can only sew a pair of shoes so many times. Men, you can only sew a pair of shoes.
So children
so
are
many
saying,
times.
Please, can we have shoes, Dad? No, that's fine.
In
my day,
I used to do that. I used to do that, and I used to say, oh no, let's just go
but
to.
But you weren't that bad.
Yeah, but let's just go over here to Shoe Zone or something. Happy days. And then 2 weeks later, the child's running, the sole is behind. The shoe has fallen up because it was £5 for the shoe. So they're running with the shoe, but the sole is behind. And then this is why the wife said, go to class.
Exactly.
Go to Marks
It's going to last you 2 years.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? Go to
this
next.
is the
go
thing
to
now.
You rather just do oh my days. But money is
And that's the thing. It's difficult because men are different, women are different. And then as you touched the important one, there is also our backgrounds. Coming with our own way of
definitely.
Stuff.
And that deprivation, that deprivation is something that we don't have the power to control. Where we are born is where we are born. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I think we need to be always learning from other people, looking at other people, and not copying, because I think copying is never ever copy someone else, because you've got your own print, your own blueprint, your own fingerprint. You are an individual, so go with that or whatever. But emulate, I think emulate is not is taking a leaf and doing your thing your way, but
you always learn from people.
Exactly.
You always learn, but
you learn from people.
This is the skill, the tact, the technique of marriage, unlike any other relationship. In actual fact, I think if you can get your marriage right, even like finances, you can be the most skilled business person or consultant or whatever the case is, because 2 people come together, men, women, different sexes, different backgrounds, and if you can make it work,
exactly,
you can build. Money is about relationships.
It is.
If you want to go into business or your employer, it's about a relationship. If you can get that relationship right, you can use that skill in the home, and you can get any relationship right. But it's difficult because we've got so much money. Like, okay, you feel okay, let's buy a new car. I think, hold on a moment, the car we have is quite fine
There's
at the
nothing
moment.
wrong with it,
you want to buy a new car for whatever reason it might be. That creates a conflict. And at that point in time, what do? Because your justification might be, okay, you know what, we can sell that car. It's still a good run at the moment. We can get something for it.
Exactly.
And use it to buy a new car.
Yeah.
And my thinking is, oh, hold on a moment. There's nothing wrong with
that
car. Why do you need a new car?
Exactly. Why do you need a new car?
It's
about yeah. And I think also, like you said, women, we are notorious. We want to come with the, you know, the latest handbag, and coming with the latest handbag, the latest clothing, this, that, and the other. Arriving in your Range Rover, you know, being chauffeured by him truly.
Yeah.
You know, yours truly. Do you know what I mean?
You want to have the look,
and we want that, but I think it's imperative. It is important for us as women to always remember that hard times come. And they come when you least expect it. Oh, hi Sean, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all, guys. You make us feel special. Thank you each and every one of you for coming and joining us and just taking a few minutes just to listen in and, you know, what we think. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, you know, we have to be responsible in that way, and I think now the world it's designer. You know, that's where the world is going. You're going to buy something, you don't like it. It looks horrendous. It looks horrible on you. But you're going to put it on because everybody else is saying that he's supposed to be wearing D&G and whoever else it is.
No.
Buy something because you like it. Exactly. Buy something because you like it.
And you need it first of all.
And you need it. Because
and you want it, yes.
Like my wardrobe, really. Yeah, I feel bad.
It's a bad thing.
I really do feel bad.
Know, I've got the wardrobe is like this is the built-in cover.
Like from there to there.
It's more than this. It's there. And mine is this. Like then, this is my thing.
Now he's moved his stuff into the kids' room.
And I've had to go to the point where I put my stuff in the kids' room.
Doing here? Why
because you got so much things. And
yeah, I didn't even say to you. I didn't even say, but why are you putting your clothes in the kids' room? Because I thought, bloody hell, look at that 3 clothes in school.
My dad was
too much.
You know, he's a saver.
Yeah.
And you know, and I always disagree with some of these things. But one thing I killed him, you said, you know, you only got 2 feet.
You can only wear one pair of shoes.
You can only wear one pair of shoes at a time. So why do you need to have 50? I don't understand.
That's a true saying.
I don't understand women. I don't understand. And I don't think I ever understand.
My days.
But I can try and live with it because I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you got 101 things.
My mother-in-law, she said, Wendy, you are Imelda Marcos.
Okay.
This lady of shoes, lady of shoes. Okay. Yeah, you know, she said you just shoes.
But then again, this is the flip side. Tomorrow now, this is a story, and I'm not gonna name names. But we've been around many people. Whether it's church people, family,
whatever,
Caribbean, African, English,
European,
So, but we were amongst a bunch of people, and you know. We're going out and all the ladies are smart. And here comes this couple, you know, and men don't need much to look smart. So he's looking okay. And the wife is not looking that great.
Yeah.
And of course the husband now, he's in the midst of this and he sees these other women looking smart.
Yeah.
Sees his wife not looking
up to notch,
and he gets angry at her.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you look like a man.
Exactly.
Oh, but we can't do anything about your hair.
Exactly.
You know, because now, and then, you know, the story behind it is, wow, you know, whenever I ask for money for my hair, you say no.
It's too much.
You know, so yes.
Exactly.
You know, women, you know, the spending.
And
but at the same time, you know.
You just, as a woman, you lose that fight. In the end, and it's bad when you get to that point where you think, I don't care.
Women just give up,
the minute you
and
just
men can be hard.
care,
Men can be hard.
Your house is a state. Or whatever. But once you just lose that thing, you say, I'm tired of asking. Or whatever else. And then you get men as well. They will go and they'll don themselves.
Yes.
They will don themselves from head to toe.
But that's what I'm saying about men is you know, you some men you find them going on about a new part for their car to make it sound better.
Yeah.
Or
a new wheel or mags or whatever
it might be. Or that's the issue with them. Or they bring their wife down and the wife wants to look good, make the home look good.
Yeah.
They take it too far.
Yeah.
As well. And that's yes, the women, the issue is spending too much. The man is, listen, if you're living in a world,
exactly.
You want your wife to look good, you want your kids to look good, you want your home to look good. And you're not living with your homies.
Exactly.
You now have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Wherever you are, so you cannot just think about your car.
And we as women, we feel so proud.
Yes.
You know, for him to put his arm out and you just put your arm in there and you think, oh yes, he's mine. And you're looking good, he's looking good. you know, it's just that is all we as women want.
Yeah.
You don't even want a new person in your bed. You don't even want whatever else. All you want is there for that person to be, you know, to also see your needs. Because
that's the thing.
For women, for us, here is our need. It's a need.
I mean, a man is £10, £20
£40 or whatever for a cut. I think someone said £45. I was like, what for a haircut?
You know, that's too much. You know, and whereas ladies, it's not just the hairdo; it's the aftercare.
Exactly.
So you have to accept as men.
Yeah.
Women are different.
They are different.
They take more.
And they are not. It's not a luxury. It is actually a necessity.
Yes.
It's a necessity.
Yes.
And you want your wife to be dressing your children even in a way that makes you feel proud.
Yeah.
So give her that, understand when she's coming to you and she's saying,
and that's the thing, yes.
You know,
you don't want your kids coming home and saying, "Oh,
imagine
Dad,
that.
You know, I felt my friends laughing at my shoes
I was so
because I was the only one in PE with, I don't know, whatever it was." You also don't want that.
You don't want that
for you either, and
exactly.
That's where you have to compromise now, and I think that's where we're getting to. That's where we're getting to. Is understanding each other and accepting each other's differences, but both of you compromising, because at times it is good to stop that, you know, to not spend on that item and put that money away.
Definitely,
or put it on something that's more important.
I mean, we watched a documentary a few years back, or you know, time goes so fast you don't even catch wind of time. But this couple decided that they were going to save money. Remember, they were going to buy a house, and they weren't going to get a mortgage. They were going to save money, and they were going to buy their house from saved money. How long did they take?
It wasn't that long.
They didn't take that long.
It was either 5 years, maybe 10 at the most.
But they were eating
cold turkey,
10
beef. The cheapest.
They were so basic, but they did it in the end. They managed to buy the home that they want. They said it was, you know, where you can walk, they walked, rather than get the bus even that money for the bus, whatever, save that money, whatever else. And you don't even realize. I saw a post the other day on Facebook. Someone said, I think they put a pea away a day in the jar.
Okay.
1 pea a day.
Okay.
And at the end of the month, at the end of the year, it was £9,000 in the jar. 1 pea. Every day.
Yeah.
9,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
At Christmas or whatever else
you're adding more, and it's 1 p.
Yeah.
But that's the principle of it. Is you know, advice for couples. To us, cash is king.
Definitely.
We had credit. Okay, and we went through a bad patch of credit.
Yeah.
When we came out of that credit issue, we realized we didn't need that credit anymore.
True.
To do what we needed to do. Exactly. We're like, okay, hold on, but we can buy it for cash, and you owe it outright.
Even holidays, like I think, you know, going on holiday on credit is the worst thing, because when you come back now, you need to pay that bloody money back. It's a nightmare.
If you don't have the cash for it, it's not your time to do it.
Exactly.
You know, and yes, credit is a good thing. It has its place. Borrowing has its place. It has its position, but you know, we found that actually, you know what? Because of living without credit for so long,
exactly.
You were like, well, you know, you're so much more cautious in getting it afterwards, because we were able to live without it. Like cash is king, and if you don't have the cash, well, I'll do without it.
Exactly.
You know, what do I really want from life? You won't die from not having that new chain.
Exactly. Or you don't go on holiday 1 year. Although I must say that holidays are very needed in England.
It's a needed thing.
Need holidays.
It's depressing.
It is one of your needs.
In the winter.
So depressing. It's a place that you have to at least have one good family holiday a year, you know. So definitely that. But you grow, and you know what used to make what we thought as teenagers, what we thought was, oh, this is fantastic, or do you know what I mean? Now it's not.
It's not, and
not
we
of
are
great importance.
We are a real couple, you know. Listen, at the end of the day, cut the shit. This business of these people online showing off for this and that, you know, we are real people. People want real people. We believe that people watching they want real people. And the people that you're seeing showing off for this, showing off for that, you don't know what they're getting home to. They're getting home to an empty fridge with just water in it.
Could be.
Or you don't even know how they got the money.
Another story, you know,
how they got to what they got to.
That barber, you went to the barber once.
Yes.
I think he was Congolese or something like that.
Yeah, Congolese, yeah.
And we were chatting and blah 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 blah. And I think this guy drove by in his car, isn't it? Or were we talking about people and
someone
of
drove by.
Exactly. Yeah, so he knew the guy. The guy came to him. Yes. Yeah, the guy came. It was his customer, so he knew the guy, and he was like this, that, and you know me, I love cars.
Yes.
All cars, you know, nice cars.
Oh, it's a nice car.
Yeah, I think it was a Range Rover, some big, nice, fancy car. And I was like, oh, that's a nice car. And you know what he said, my sister, don't even look at that and whatever. I'll say, that guy is my customer. He comes in here, even to have the £10, sometimes he doesn't even have the £10 to pay for. He says he pays £900 a month for the car. So then the other bills, what's going to happen about the heating, the water,
and this is the thing, and
you're joking.
I'm gonna go into race now and culture. White people.
900 a month.
If you see a white person driving a smart car, it's because he can afford a smart car. Or she can afford a smart car.
Or his mother, and you know, white people, there's inheritance.
They got inheritance.
We got no inheritance.
Yes. And they know how to manage money.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
They know.
And that's
honestly,
the reality of it. They do. And if you see them, you know, you see they get what they get because they've now got to that stage.
Exactly.
They can now afford that car. That's why they've got it.
That's why they've got it.
Not because just, you know, for show.
Like us.
Whereas, you know, African or black people, it's more a show situation.
You show everybody.
Your bank account, your status does not match a Rolls Royce, but you're driving a Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, exactly. You're not.
That's a big car. That's a big machine.
Got knickers with holes in
them.
Big holes. Big holes.
You're not paying your bills, your monthly bills.
And buy a pair of knickers in Asda.
Yes.
Giving it to us. But you're paying 900 for that car outside. Or whatever.
You know what I mean?
It does not correlate. It just does not make sense.
It doesn't make
sense.
You
know, and yes, we all have different things that, you know, that we like to do or whatever else it is, and it's fine. You can do that, but where it then now becomes detrimental to your family members, or you know, other people, your wife, your children, whatever else it is. Now they are going without because you want to keep these appearances up.
Or you're working.
And
every hour that God can send, and you're killing yourself.
That one. Another thing is they want to be taking that. I told you that Zimbabwean program that it was like something, I think it was from Facebook. And the man gave the girlfriend the small house a car.
Okay. But it's the girlfriend, the side chick.
Yeah, the side chick. So now she's there. She's off. She's going in the car. So the wife, she knows their cars, everything. We know women.
Yeah, the women, they know their stuff from a distance.
If there's detectives, it's us. We know it. Before you, we know it. So the girl is cruising. So then she hails the girl down. She says, so the girl stops, whatever else, and she had her mates there in the back, and the other she was in the back, or whatever else. So she says, this is my car. This is mine and my husband's car. So she says, oh, what she said.
This is my boyfriend's car. This is my boyfriend's car.
You know what she said? She just said to her, stop. That's all she said to her. Stop. Or whatever else. She could see this one is serious. She backed down very quickly.
She got out the car.
Now she got out her face. I mean,
walking. Come on, dude. You know, you're trying to show up to your side chick.
Trying to impress her.
You know, you shouldn't even be happy, and you're like, oh, you can take this car. You're not let your wife's car.
You see?
I mean, the common sense.
Or our, it's not
our car. The whole car for the school run.
Imagine school run car.
For taking the dog for the walk up. And then you have to up to your chick that it's like you got a car to keep going.
The small house is now whatever else it is.
Hey, and this small house situation is difficult. There's no way for you to afford. The women they need upkeep. Your wife is already, you know, a task. For you to have a small house now on the side.
It's a job.
Financially, you're gonna kill yourself, man. You're gonna kill yourself. Rather than go down that route.
Even that financially, even the text, you know, to be on that thing, on that phone,
you could have two phones, that's two contacts.
Tiresome. It is tiresome.
More money.
Whatever else it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, it's true.
So at the end of the day, but you know. And us here in the diaspora or whatever else it is, we feel that we want to be showing our counterparts, our Zimbabwean or South African or whatever counterparts, to say, hey, Kevin is doing well. Kevin, Girl, you should see him. The guy is living in his house. He's eating dry samba.
You want to be seen as that doing well person because you've reached that stage.
What?
Because you've reached that stage of doing well.
Exactly.
Not because it's a fake situation.
And even when you reach that stage, love, you are now doing other things. Here we are, as we are. Kevin and Wendy, simple people.
Yes. Just
you are now
real.
doing philanthropy. You are now doing charity.
And this is the thing.
You are now doing things that you
know, a couple of let's talk about. I'm not gonna name, but there's certain Zim celebs.
Yeah, they tell you these people
you're calling yourself a Zim celeb.
You're
calling yourself a businessman, businesswoman. You're calling yourself an influencer.
Nothing.
You know,
except
and
put on those shoes that you went
on
to Dubai.
Camera.
Do you know that you people know the nyas of what goes on there in Dubai or whatever? These women that go to Dubai, they shit in your mouth, the Arabs or whatever else. I believe, I don't know how true it is.
No, it's true.
They can pay you up to £30,000.
Yeah, so you go there and for a week you are this man's woman.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you then get paid to do is quite
is horrible.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
They expect you to do all sorts of shit for them.
And they'll pay you well, like $30,000.
And what you get, they'll shopping. That's not even including the shopping. So there you are. Now you see someone is going first class.
So you see them, you know.
Caca in the mouth.
So don't look at other people and say, you don't know how they could have a snake in the boot of the car.
Exactly.
They could have genuinely worked hard for that money.
Exactly.
You don't know the hard work and the hard sweat they put into it.
Like you know when Kinimbi died, R.I.P. Kinimbi, whatever else, there was all these things
saying X, Y, Z about this man.
Whatever else it is. But a lot, there was actually, I read an article that a white lady had actually written and she had said, you know, it's so sad that you people as black people you bring each other down so badly.
You said if it was a white man who died with that business,
they would have called him a prominent businessman.
He's got a snake in the boot of the car.
Because it's a black man, automatically he's
doing something wrong. Yes.
He's got a snake in the boot of the car.
All of a sudden.
Or whatever else it is. Why can't we just hail someone and say, you know what, this person worked hard. His wife, his ex-wife, whatever came, and then said, you know, to say that this is she told his
and
story.
Listen, if you doing that Dubai thing or whatever, if that's your thing, that's your thing. We're not doing anyone down. We're telling people, don't look at other people.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a marriage, you're not on your own. And compare.
Me, I'm gonna stay.
I've started to say that to you a couple of times.
Money.
You got that ass. Just half the bum. That's gonna make you 50 grand. Just show the owner up. Give me 50 grand up. Come on. Just show the camera. Just a peevy. Just half the bum. That's it. 50 grand, madam.
That's sorted.
That's your Range Rover, right?
Cash. No bits and pieces here. It's sorted.
Just half a bum. Because your bum is here. All you need to do is just see this.
That one I can manage. Our bum is easy.
Half a bum, you can manage half a bum. Yeah, so listen.
That's where I draw the line. I'll say. Then they say you must go and you must sit on the toilet. You know I want to sit, but you sit on the toilet. And on the toilet now you must caca whatever. The person is filming you while you're cacaing. For 30,000 US.
Yeah, it's a crazy ball. It's not enough.
30,000, I'll tell you.
300 hey, listen here.
Watering here, taking trips. It's a serious thing. How can you not be taking pictures of me? No.
Yeah, but you
right. We better read some comments and we better wrap it up right. Here's the comments. Read. So Robin says, here we go, one-way ticket to Dubai. Your father can fish out of me. You fish out of me, you'll be crying. You'll be crying tears for saying, oh, they're cooking on the name. Please can find it.
It's quite difficult.
Please, no. I'm already here, hurry.
There's money in Dubai, women.
No, anything else we can try. You'll meet at the airport. Chanel says we'll meet at the airport. To come to Dubai. Guys, it's not a joke. It's not
Yeah,
easy.
but you know, it goes okay now. Serious face now. Business face.
Okay, yeah.
It goes down to the core of for material things in life. You know, don't go crazy.
No.
You know,
No,
don't
they
force
come.
yourself.
You know, bad
They'll
times, they
come.
only last for a season. In life, we have to remember, guys, there's a season.
There's a season.
There's a season for this is why even God himself, he made the winter, the summer, the winter, the spring, the summer, and the fall or autumn. Because there's a season in our lives, you know? So there's a season for, you know, for much, you know, lot of things, lots of fun, lots of money, lots of...
another couple out there
you
that
don't know
are
their
in
story.
their position.
You
That's
don't know their story.
time.
It's their time.
Yes, let it inspire you, but don't make you feel
But don't make
down
it make you feel
and do
inferior
things that
or,
to
you
catch
know,
up
exactly.
and to want to match up.
And that's number one. Number two, you don't know how people, what they're
don't
doing
know.
in their houses.
You don't know
You
how.
do not know,
you know,
whatever
you do
else
not
it is.
know.
What's this South African program you're watching at the moment?
Kings of Job.
Kings of Job, a very good one. It's a really interesting one, but it tells you a story to say, you see all this wealth,
behind
you
that
see
glitz
all this
and glamour.
behind that glitz and glamour,
don't know.
you have a tokolochi that you've got to feed and pay.
But some of the we got audience here. What is a togolochi? Now you're talking about
A
togolochi.
tokolochi is a gremlin. In English, it's a gremlin.
Is that
Yes,
is
a
that a gremlin in English?
It's a gremlin. A gremlin, yeah.
Hobbit.
Yeah, like the Hobbits. You look watching those funny people. Yeah, the Hobbits and whatever else it is. You know what I mean?
You know, but watch the Kings of Job, and you know, as you said, there's a good lifestyle, but behind that is a lot of pain.
Exactly.
And
a lot of
everything else.
pain, and you know, families are actually torn apart.
Exactly.
Lives are lost because that sacrifice is not just little. To lose your child, to lose your mother, to lose your wife, to lose your husband for money, for the luxury of money. Some of us are going to die poor because of our strong principles. Do you know what I mean? Our strong values.
I don't think you know, you'll die poor because of that. I think your journey to getting to where you want to get to
it's gonna be
will seem longer and harder because you're on a true path and on a real path.
Definitely.
And also some people who have made it the right way. You don't know the tears and the sweat that they've had. Behind that and the sacrifice that they've put in to get to where they are. But you know, your wife is a female, and she says certain things. Just do this in the home, you know. And as we said, you know, she knows why she's saying that. You don't want visitors turning up and sitting on the floors or whatever the case is. But likewise, when the husband also says those things, look, babe, I think this one is not necessary. You need to meet. And I think when you put the goals and the purpose of the marriage first, not each other. So what's best for this whole system, this whole unit, this whole home, this whole tribe? Not me, not you. What's best for we, for the tribe, for the family, for the kids, for all of us first, and then make those decisions.
Because we don't want our kids to have to go and rent like what we have to do. We don't want our kids to go through that. We don't want our kids to, you know, have to know, you know, debt, and it's a horrible thing. There was a documentary that also I watched a few years back or something, and it was about just, you know, they do these little drama clips. Remember it? I don't know if you watched it.
A few minutes,
10
minutes.
About 15 minutes or so. And this guy, this young guy, he wanted to keep up with everybody else, the young people that he was in, whatever. So he went into debt, and he went to go and borrow this money from loan sharks. And you know, the way they hounded him for that money, the interest on the money, you could pay for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, you would not finish. The guy committed suicide because he could not manage that of constantly the person was knocking at the door, the person was, you know, instilling fear in them or whatever else it is.
And that's bad. And I'm you know, as you said, I'm a money person, and I think it's so good for you to have. Don't buy something now and be left with zero. It's so good for you to have 20,000 and buy something for 10, and you still have 10 left. Like, wait, patience, work, actually get up to that stage and actually get up to that level, because at the end of the day, you know, your happiness comes first. Your health comes first.
Exactly.
With all those type
we were
of
saying
things.
about the diaspora, how we are here. We want to drive these fancy cars.
Yes.
And we want to live in these big, smart, fancy houses that you know that you can't afford.
Your income can't afford, and yes.
You work every day, God sends. Every day, God sends. You are working, you are whatever else, you know.
Yes, and I think,
like when we came
yes,
in the early 2000s.
When we first came, it was, I think, immigrants being new to the country, you had low-paying jobs, so you worked a lot to make the money.
Yeah.
See something.
I was a carer. You were in security.
Security.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was low-paying job.
But I think advice to couples as well is about not working harder, but working smarter.
Exactly.
So what we did was go to uni. Right. So you went to uni, I went to uni. We get careers. So in the end, you're in a position where if you work one shift, it's however many hundreds it was, as opposed to £50.
If I do one shift, I can get close to a few hundred.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
For one shift.
For one shift.
As opposed to £50 before.
Exactly.
And I think
couples, that uni thing was hard.
It was hard. But it paid off.
But it paid off. Because now whatever and one you know that even that about us as women or whatever else it is, I'll tell you guys a little story. Before I even went to uni, reading college or whatever else, so they were doing this entrance examination or whatever else it is you have to do to see if you're literate and your numeracy skills, what your numeracy skills
are.
Yeah,
of course, they check you out.
So he's truly then applied for his wife because he knew the capabilities of his wife or whatever else, so he applied. And anyway, they then got in touch with me, they called me, put my number, he called me, and they said, oh, can you come for the test, the entrance test thingy? They, you know, those people called. And you were ignoring the calls. And I was ignoring the calls.
Interested. And this is the thing,
I wasn't
stuck with your busyness of your care job,
exactly,
of your busy life at the time. You didn't like, you know, this is just a sidetrack thing.
Or whatever else. And I to be honest, I couldn't envision that. You know, we had many arguments about it, many arguments.
Yeah.
And the one argument that I can still even remember today, and that I will always thank you for, no matter what, till the end of time, I'll always thank you for that. Because you said to me, you know what, Wendy, you brought out your certificates, and you said, can you see these certificates? On this certificate, it says Kevin Weir on this certificate. Do you know what I mean?
My name. Doesn't say and wife.
KMW. That's what it said. It doesn't say and. He was
and wife.
He said, so this certificate is mine.
Where's yours?
You need to go and get your certificate.
Where's yours? And I wasn't doing that for me.
No.
I wanted
at the
to see
time,
you
I was
a better person.
I was fed up.
And I drove you to this
you forced me to go there.
Test.
You forced me.
You were sweating.
I was angry.
You were angry.
I'm tired. I probably come from a night shift.
And then you know, but 4 years later.
And anyway, so the student go and I passed the test. I thought, you know, I probably even wrote shit there so that I could fail it.
No, but you.
But what God has for you.
And in the end, that experience that you had those 3 years was the best experience in your life.
It was. I don't think now. I'm in uni now. It's going to uni now. It will never ever be like that.
No, and that's the thing of money, guys. Your wife or your husband, you are that strong pillar behind them. Drive them and push them to be better people. To say, okay, honey,
you were so amazing.
You know, you're coming home late nights, you're tired.
And I will always thank you for that.
This is the job that you're doing, honey. You are an auditor. You're coming home late nights. Do you know what? I just saw 2 businesses down the road there. Because the wife has not gone and researched.
Yeah.
And looking, why don't you just start something on your side on your own?
Yeah.
And see where that goes. Encourage each other to work smarter and not harder. Because the more you work, the less big money.
TD Jake says that
big money does not come hard.
Definitely.
It does not come hard. In the beginning, maybe the story of that big money is difficult.
Yeah.
But as you progress, big money is easy.
KMW says
you see what I'm saying? KMW. Money Meek is saying this one.
Yes.
Money Meek is saying this
big
one.
Money
if you're working and you're sweating, you're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You're making somebody else rich.
Exactly.
If you're in a position where the story of that guy, now, come on now.
You now have a task force behind you. Yeah. Which one?
The machine. The ship is not working.
Oh yeah, you like that.
The ship is not working.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they call the guy. They tried everyone. They went here and they went there.
Shall I top up your drink?
No, I'm okay for now. They went here and they went there. Yeah. They tried their own engineers. They tried their own consultants. They tried their own companies within the region. in the end, someone said, you know what, we got to get the guy who actually was involved with designing this thing.
In the making of
Let's
it.
fly him in all the way from Europe, bam.
Yeah.
And let's see. And he spent 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he billed in his invoice, and it was like
Massive
$10,000.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, you spent 5 minutes. What did you do? Oh, I tapped here and I tapped there. And they're like, but you can't charge us 10,000 for tapping here, tapping there.
Yeah.
And he said, no, but for knowing where to tap, that you didn't know, and you were stuck for. That's why I'm charging £9,999, and the other 1p is for tapping. The rest is because I knew.
Exactly.
So
where
don't
to tap.
Exactly. So you know, at the end of the day,
and they had to pay him that money because he was the only
individual who could do that. So you need to be, as a couple, you need to be strong and serious about finances.
Definitely.
You need to say, okay, wife, what's your net worth? Okay, it's in the minus now. Husband, it's in the minus now. What are we going to do to get that into the positive? What are you going to do for yours and me for me? And then together that's going to help the whole man and the whole relationship. Amalgamation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you're going to work towards that goal, and you're going to say, okay, you know what, I'll hold the foot with the kids while you go study.
Yeah.
Or now you've studied. Okay, I'll hold the foot with the kids while you start your business.
Yeah.
And you're pushing each other to make that money and to have that goal.
Definitely.
Because no one else is going to tell you.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? And you get old. The thing is, you can work 40 hours a day. You're not going to stay 20 years old. Eventually, your bones start creaking.
That's true.
You want to be in a position where whatever your career is.
Once you hit 30, you start to feel those aches and those pains. And even like with you and I, we've sat and we've spoken about this numerous times to say that by the time we are 40, we need to be in a very, very different place.
Because you don't stay young
Not
forever.
just an okay place.
A very different place.
We need to be in a very different place.
Yes.
Why?
And because
your body now is not just to jump.
No.
We didn't even know we didn't even know our youth was
when
such
you're kids, you just jump.
Honestly, you just
jump the tree and jump down from the tree.
You think
you think twice. You cannot just go jumping and cut
exactly.
And yourself. As a couple, you need to have a joint goal of saying, "Han, by a certain age, we want to be in a position where we have residual income."
Definitely.
In other words, this is money that comes in without doing anything. You see Microsoft licenses, in Excel, whatever you're using, Bill Gates is just sitting there. Everyone is just buying a license to use that same thing. He's sitting there and he's getting money. You want to be in a position where you can say, okay, at least one of our salaries must equate to residual income. Do you know what I mean? And that can put one of us out of work to concentrate on other things. I'm not saying do that exact same thing for everybody, but do that be financially conscious and aware and literate as well as a couple. Go on financial courses, get a financial consultant, talk to other people, do your research, and look at each other and say, this is what you have paid, this is what you have paid. What can we do with this?
We women have a part to play in that, because this another documentary. Me, I stay reading and watching these documentaries. But this lady, whatever the else we're wealthy, set up whatever else it is. Her and the husband went on fancy holidays and they had good times and this, that, and the other. And even go to the car, to fill the gas or whatever, put petrol in the car. He always got out of the car and he always did it, because it was just a man thing or whatever. When it came to the bills, he sorted it. Whatever else, if it was fighting with people for money, this, that, he did it. Lo and behold, the man died.
Oh dear.
Do you know, she did not even know how to write on the checkbook. She was in the shop and she was asking people, so what do I put here? Where it says name? She didn't even know what to do.
That's a good
one. So love
is a good
thing, but we must not love and disable someone.
Yes.
Thank you. It's good that you are doing that or whatever else. But I need to be able to do it.
Even if you're doing everything for now, you should still want Kevin to be the best Kevin he can ever be. And drag that man
say,
to the office, to the bank, drag him to the uni, drag him to pull himself up.
and
you know
do
what I
that
mean?
and want that best for your partner.
For him, yes,
but
or her.
that is disabling someone. By you doing everything, that's not love. To me, I don't see that as love. You can sit there and you can think,
you end up
nigga loves
becoming
me.
a
It is
controlling,
not love.
situation.
It's control.
And
Because
exactly.
if someone loves you, they will force you to say you are going to that college, you are going to sit that entrance. Why? Not for me, but for you.
Yes.
Or whatever
Yes.
else. The minute you start to now make someone to say that I'll do everything for you, don't worry. And us women, we look at that, we say, oh, he loves me. Oh, because he can do this. You know, she didn't even know how to put petrol in the
for
car.
you, but you are in yourself.
She went inside to the gas
literate.
station. She even said to the people, please, can you come and show me? I don't know, because she sat in the car, prim and proper. He filled the gas.
And that's
Paid the bills.
That's very bad.
She didn't, you know, it took her months for her to figure out what was what, where to get this, where to get that. She didn't know the login details. To get
Bad.
it was sad. It was so
Very
sad
bad. Very
to
sad.
believe, and she walked around with that no, he loves me. He loves me, and this is why there's a difference between love and control.
And that's what we said in one of our previous ones. We said in a relationship, in a marriage, I shouldn't say, oh, I'm worse off because I got married. If I wasn't married, I would have been free.
No.
You should be better off in the marriage than if you were up or out. That's how you should lift each other up. Yeah?
And even this, you've always said it before. You know, like people always say to us, you guys are okay because there's two of you. And Kevin has always said, no, two of us, that means double the trouble. Double the problems, double the payments, double the this, double the that. Yes, it does have a benefit of being with your husband and your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a partner. It does. It has its benefits. But those challenges don't stop because there's two of you.
No, it
doesn't. Those challenges will keep coming.
And
regardless of,
and double the challenges, as well. And
definitely.
But really, you know, husbands, you know, and wives support each other. At the end of the day, yes, we know money doesn't, you know, buy love, as they say, but it solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
And you and your husband and your wife want to first of all come to an agreement and understand each other about money. And the best way to solve money arguments is to make more money. Because if you have more money, you know, there's more money to do more things. There's less arguments. So say, okay, hon, we don't have enough. Before we start arguing about spending the little that we have.
Money will never be enough.
It will never be enough. But before you start arguing about spending the little that we have, let's look at working on making more. And then let's talk.
Exactly.
Let's talk.
Definitely.
You know.
And like I say, I have to be doing things. And that's because of working smarter.
Yes.
Smarter, I'll then decide to say that, you know what, I'm going to then go and do XYZ or whatever else is to bring money in. Because like I say, money is never enough. If you can never get to a point where you say, no, I've got enough money, thank you very much, I'm not going to take that on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
No, you can never.
So,
but
you know, and we have our blood to pay. Yes, the Bible says that we are your helper. You are the hunter and we are your helper.
Yeah. You know, the thing is...
But that help, it needs to be wise help.
It needs to be wise.
It needs to be wise help.
It's in a different world as well now. I'm not saying that religious things or traditional things are irrelevant. You know what I mean? But we have to think more, what's the word? Innovative. We've got to be more innovative about how we operate and how we think. I mean, do you want to continue seeing your wife doing night shifts from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day?
And you got two toddlers.
And you got toddlers. You know, work smarter.
It was hard, guys. You know, like us coming here from, you know, the diasporans, the 2000s, it was hard. You know, even the place, the terrain, this place was cold. I tell you, England, we froze here.
Global warming is
while you're waiting at that bus stop, you're waiting at that bus stop.
You've got no car to go to work.
Your father, your sister, your dog, your
you're
cat,
used to the sun.
Gardener,
by 6 a.m. in Africa, the sun is on your head.
Woo.
Yeah, you are frozen.
This country is tough,
you got 3 pairs of socks.
It's not easy. It is not easy.
But you have a common goal. We have a common goal. And let's do this thing, let's work to a common purpose.
Exactly.
Yes, and it's together.
And it's not just to say, he's the man, thank you, Jesus of Nazareth. I've got a man that's got plenty of money that can, no.
Even if that is the case, you have your place, you have your things to do.
My father was a wealthy man.
Yes.
He had money.
Yes,
he was wealthy. He was a wealthy man.
As you can see. I think I have to keep up with it.
But my mother was always doing things. You know, when she cooked, she was always doing, doing this cooking. She had this kitchen. She was doing things,
and
not because they needed the money.
And that was for herself.
Was for her to get up in the morning and have something to get up
and that's a good thing.
The minute you take that away from someone, that person doesn't have a reason to get up.
No.
You stay in bed from day and into night. You get depressed. You get whatever, all these things come up. But when you have something to get up in the morning, I know that job, you just think I got to go back there again. God, why me? But that job is doing you a favor.
Yes.
Because it's taking you out of that. Yes, it's not paying me enough. The one that will pay you enough is coming. Keep on, press on. Don't become despondent or don't become dismayed because you think, oh, that person is, I know more than that person or whatever else it is. I should be in that position. No, you get that position. First. Go and get what they need for you to apply for that position and get it. And take it from that person.
Get exactly, that's true, yeah. Get when you do the suffering that's required, that's required that person did.
To do that and then just take it from there.
Yeah.
But for me, I've got a good friend by my side. He's always been, we've been through some crazy stuff together. I think we're still going through crazy things together.
And that's marriage. It's a journey, and you're on this journey together where 5 years later you look back and you can have a story. Yeah. And another 5 years later you can both have a story.
Another story,
and you're in this thing together with your partner and you're moving. You're moving.
Anyway, guys, right. Is there any more comments
there? There's comments there from, you can read it.
Lovely, Buli Ntlabano. Ntlabano. Sorry, I've had some gins here and tonics, so I do apologize. Not that I can't. I passed. What did I get for in Ndebele? I passed it really well.
Which is like Zulu.
Yeah. Like Zulu, yeah. I passed it well. Anyway, so she says, so Buli Ntlabano says, lovely couple, been following. I'm inspired. Thank you, love. We appreciate. You're going to say thank you, love.
Much appreciated, yes. Those are the things that keep us coming here.
Definitely.
Those type of comments from strangers.
Definitely.
They bring us back here every day.
Please keep following. Please keep being inspired.
And sharing and liking.
And sharing in our craziness. Natasha, our lovely cousin Natasha, she says, power couple right here. Thank you so much, Auntie Priscilla. You are watching. Say hello to Mr. Grumble Socks. There's so many people that were, I've touched the wrong button. Oh dear. I think I've read them all. Yeah, love.
I think you have.
Is that it? If I have missed anything, I do apologize. We both apologize. And do you see what Robert says about the kaka thing? Let me read it to you. Last one to laugh, make you laugh one. She says, after I just bath and I'm 30 up. It's only a few minutes.
It's a few minutes for the peak. It's a small sacrifice for the peak.
No ways. Yeah. No thanks, guys. No, but thank you each and everyone for joining us. Please join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. And tomorrow we'll be discussing another mystery topic. So look in the day where we will.
To be honest with you, we don't really plan that much. The unplanned things are the best. So we will come with it tomorrow.
Never find. I'll never find another nigga like you. Therefore.
One man, do you like me?
Hey, you never find one man. Who do you like me? We need to do his part. Just fast forward, Louis, and then we leave. And then we can go in it. Go out of the bank. Hey, a bit more. There we go. Yeah. Come back.
This one is for you.
And then we can say good night. Hey, never mind. Come with the surprise of a mac with the cheese. Hey. Let's just masturbate. Hey.
It's marriage page. You can talk about these things. Next time, maybe we can talk about that next time.
1 month to your pum pum.
Is enough, man?
And if so, hey. Crazy guys, we're both so crazy, but thank you so much. Thank you guys so much.
Please tune in for the next one. It might be about masturbating in the marriage. It might be about who God knows what. These are real things, guys.
Can you see? my stepmom is here. You have to be mindful of these things,
Yeah, but marriage is from 14 years old until 80 years old, 100 years old. Marriage is for everybody.
Yeah, like Abraham and Sarah.
See? Guy was maybe over 100 and he was still
firing them.
Bringing all cylinders of firing.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.